What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? We got Dr. Glowstone, Squirtle, Splash, Ash, and Street Clan, Eevee, Umbreon. Welcome to the stream, guys. How are you all doing today? Are you going to a costume party? Yeah, I saw the hammer that you had made. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. I hope you have a fun time, Dr. Glowstone. Don't mind me to be lurking and dozing off. That's all good, Tegan. That's all good. I hope you had a good day. It's also a costume contest. Well, cool. Hopefully you do well in that. That'd be really, really awesome. Shiny Regice appears at 8,999 encounters. We will see today. We will see if that happens. Otherwise, we do hit 9,000. We will hit 9,000 today if we don't see the shiny otherwise. You're going as DDD? Yeah, yeah. You're having a Halloween party? Cool. Cool. I don't exactly know what my plans are for Halloween. I don't know if I will be doing much of anything beyond just kind of hanging out. You know, I don't even know what day of the week. What day of the week is Halloween? Halloween's a Wednesday, so I can't even stay up late. I got a super early class the next day. It's rip. It is rip. Crushium, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, so anything I do has to be done by like before midnight. And like I said, I'll probably just be hanging out, maybe with a friend or two. Finally go to a Solgaleo from GTS. It was hard to find one for Lunala for some reason. I mean, a lot of times GTS is just really hard because so many people want ridiculously like one-sided trades. Like they're like, I have this, you know, mid-game Pokemon that's I just randomly caught. I want a Palkia for it, and it's like, no. The only thing you can really hope to get is like the other version exclusive. Like that's their argument. I think is like it's a version exclusive. You can't get it in your game, so it's rare. It's like, but you can't get this one. That's a fair trade. So like I've always like ever since my very, very limited experience with GTS, because I didn't end up even trading anything. Through it, I just ended up like having Adam from the streams, who was super awesome, and not Adam, Alan. Two A names, and I got them mixed up. But yeah, Alan helped me out a bunch with that, and it was super nice of him to be able to do that. Because yeah, that I didn't go to the pain of GTS. But like, if you put up a good trade. Like, if you put up a trade that's actually reasonable, because there are so few of those, people will snatch it up almost immediately. It costs $30, I just better have some food for you to steal, I mean eat. Yeah, if it does cost money, like, hopefully they've provided something for you with that. Still can't believe the Regice hunt has gone beyond true full odds with the charm. Yeah. Like, even without the charm, we'd be double odds at this point. And if we'd only gone to full odds of the regular game, or like regular odds, it would still be 3 times odds. Like we are six times odd. If I could stop hiccuping, we'd be 6 times odds right now. Like, or we are 6 times odds right now. We're coming up slowly, like not super duper quickly, but we are coming up on like 7 times odds, which would be crazy. Kanto forms are like hotcakes on GTS, yeah, well, because those are actually rare, for sure. In a sense, like once you've done the setup to actually get one, it's not rare, but yeah, they aren't easy. They'll mostly ask for impossible Pokemon like a level 10 Reshiram you saw earlier. Yeah, that's the thing is like that's why I said you really have to set the trade up yourself because there are so many unreasonable ones that. Like, and the reason it's so hard to find the good ones is because when they do show up, they're taken. Because they're a reasonable trade, and... Yeah, so you just have people who want to go on there and get the Pokemon, and like... You know, then you end up like, oh, GTS is awful. It's like, well, because no one's posting good trades. Like... It's the same kind of thing with Wonder Trade, where it's like, people don't want to give out anything higher than like a Magikarp, because you don't know, you might get a... You're probably going to get some Reject or some Magikarp back. But that's the mentality that makes it where those are all that you see. It's kind of the same kind of mentality thing where it's like you really just have to be the change with GTS, I feel. But the majority of trades are still going to be the bad one, or the majority of the stuff you see is going to be the bad trades because no one's taking them, so they sit there for forever. Hope they have chips. That'd be good. I could go for some chips right now. I've got a little bit of like trail mix on my desk in case like I do get hungry during the stream. Cause I had a pretty late lunch. What's going on, Ira? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And Mel, how's it going? Somehow I got a shiny Sceptile from Wonder Trade once. You're just lucky. That is pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I've never actually done Wonder Trade myself though. Like I have to admit, I have never actually done Wonder Trade. Not doing Manaphy. Not today. I hadn't got it set up and I asked on Discord and people seem to want dual hunting. Tomorrow we're doing Manaphy though. Tomorrow is Manaphy. Just because like normally I don't stream on Saturdays, so I kind of like slipped my mind that it would have been 2 days a week until like now. But yeah, so tomorrow is Manaphy stream. Today is dual hunt, just because that's what, when I did ask in Discord, people said they wanted. We've got some shinies from Wonder Trade. Nice. Nice, yeah, I haven't used Wonder Trade, like, at all. But that has to be super lucky to get one of those. My thing always is, like, with a lot of shinies, I could actually kind of see them probably being more or less legit. But, like, there's the chance you get something like, someone posts, like, a shiny Mewtwo that has, like, pretty good IVs, and you're like, that has to be hacked. But it's not necessarily hacked. You know, like, that's kind of my dilemma with it, is always like, oh, yeah, would be my dilemma, is, like, I would never count it as legit, but at the same time, I wouldn't ever get rid of it, because, like, there's a chance it's legit. You needed some DDD defense. So that's the joke. 9K, we're getting there, Hibayashi. We are getting there. How are you doing today, man? How are you doing? Hopefully we don't have to actually, like, hit that, though. Hopefully we can get away with getting it below 9K. That'd be pretty awesome. And if we, as soon as we get Regice, I'm gonna be posting a poll on YouTube asking people like what they want me to hunt as far as like a Halloween themed Pokemon, which just means that like Regice needs to shine soon. Because otherwise, like, we're hunting Regice straight through, because at this point the odds are scary enough to be a Halloween theme. We're calling 8900 on the dot. Alright, we'll see about that. See about that. That'll probably be about another, what, like 30 minutes or so before we get there. Because I can pretty much usually count it as about, you know, 2 encounters a minute or so. So basically like 100 an hour. 100 an hour if you round pretty generously. There's been times on GTS you wanted to physically harm those trainers who asked for impossible Pokemon. I wouldn't say physical harm, but like, I totally get being really frustrated because like you're looking for stuff, and on one hand, like, you kind of have this whole like, oh, you're wasting my time, but then there's probably some kid out there who doesn't know that insert whatever meme impossible trade request is put up there, like, doesn't realize it's impossible, you know? Yo, how's it going? Cheese and Ham, welcome to the stream. You're calling it 8888. We'll see about that. Yeah, 8,855. It is an incredible number of encounters for such, you know, low odds relative to most hunts. You know, or relative to this number. You know, 1 in 1,365, and here we are, approaching 9,000. Like, I don't even know what the odds are of it taking this long. I haven't looked it up in a while. It was already insanely high, like in the 90-something% chance of having found it before any of this. Shiny Ho was melting or Shiny Regice away. That's what we've been saying. They were just too close together. Regirock wasn't enough of a buffer, apparently. Some people don't know how GTS works, and they can lose legendaries. It's kind of sad. Like, that's probably what people are kind of going with there. Is like, and that's kind of probably where, like, a lot of the people who do put it up is like, I hope I can kind of get it. And then, yeah, you might end up in that situation where, like, some poor kid does trade away their legend that they don't realize, A, either they can't catch again, or B, like, just doesn't realize value. And, like, to an extent, that's on the person that did get duped. But at the same time, like, why even make that a situation where someone could get tricked like that? Like, why even set it up for someone to possibly be in that situation? Also, totally forgot to close Discord. You guys probably just heard that noise. So here we go. Let's get that closed real quick. Worst thing about GTS is 6 IV Ditto trolls. What do you mean by that? Like, what do they do? How are they trolly? You can ask for a level 15 Dragonite and have it legit. Your friend put up a Politoed for a Poipole and someone gave him a Poipole. Like, yeah, that's just... Who would ever accept that as a trade? The only thing I could see there is someone who really couldn't figure out how to get a second King's Rock. And all they care about is completing the deck, so they don't care about actually having the Pokemon. Like, if they had to use a King's Rock and they only had the one and they didn't know how to get it from, like, Hariyama or whatever. Like, I don't know, there's some Pokemon, but it's like, when you see something that's like a Rattata up there, either requesting, like a Rattata up there requesting, like, I don't even know what to say, like Zekrom or something. Like, it's like, but why? Who would do that? Yo, MT, how is it going? You like the hack? Can you borrow it? If you come and pry it out of my cold dead hands. For being a fairly cheap and fairly common hat, it is mine. For a while I wore it enough that, like, on campus at school, I was, like, the Pokemon hat guy. Like, I went to Chipotle one day and I was walking, like, back to my apartment, and a dude, like, rolled down the window and was in the backseat of a truck and, like, rolled down the window and, like, just shouted, like, the Pokemon hat guy. And I was like, what? I was like, hey! But also, what? So I don't know, this hat's, like, part of my identity, I guess. Cool, no problem. Yeah. People put Ditto name 6IV when it doesn't have 6 IVs in GTS. That's just, like, lying at that point. Like, I wouldn't even call that trolling. That's just, like, lying. Like, trolling kind of has, like, a joke aspect to it. Even if, like, it's not necessarily a great joke or anything. But, like, that's just straight up lying at that point. You like fulfilling evolve trade requests? It's fun. That is always nice. Like, because yeah, there are some people who may legitimately not have another way to do it, so like they're requesting Feebas for Feebas with Prism Scale or something, or I guess not necessarily that one, but yeah, like Machoke for Machoke, stuff like that. Like, it does have a good purpose, and if you can find those trades and help, then yeah, for sure. Please read your last comment. Well, your last comment says please read your last comment. In Emerald, you got 2 shiny Pooches, and the Thousand Emeralds 1 in 8,091 or 8192. And Ultra Sun with a Shiny Charm, no Regice in 8,860. And Ultra Sun with Shiny Charm, no Regice. Yeah, no, like, it is. Sorry, the headphones don't sit on the hat well for how nice it is. The thing is, with the Emerald Poochyenas, we have more than 2. We have more than this. And they're RNG of use. They're a whole different thing. They're actually more like a 1 in 60 encounter rate once you kind of know what you're doing. But yeah, no, Regice is, no matter what, Regice is incredibly over odds. You know, it is insane. Can't believe you're over shiny odds. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm over the worst odds you would experience in any mainline Pokemon game as far as shinies. Let's just say that there are good people on GTS and there are bad people on GTS and there are trolls on GTS. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And that's gonna be the thing with any system. And like, kind of what we were saying, or what I was saying, is like, you have the people who are like good and stuff on GTS and they post valid trades and they make valid trades and stuff. And those people are silently there. Because the trade goes up, someone wants it, someone takes it, it's gone. There's not like a record of so-and-so posted these really good, like, these trades. Like, this is their trade history or anything. And then, yeah, you have the people who are just trolling, putting up things that are impossible. Those trades are going to sit there unless they get taken down or, like, they time out or whatever. So, like, those are stuck there and you're going to see them. Same thing with trades that are valid but ridiculous for the most part, is they're just going to be there. Because no one's going to want to trade their Palkia for a Bisharp. Like, it just doesn't happen. You know? RNG abuse is worse than headlight abuse. What is headlight abuse? How's it going, Cinder? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How did the rest of your stream go? I was able to stop in for a few minutes, but I had to hop off to take care of some stuff. Spooktober odds. Super spoopy. That's what I was just saying, like, if we find Regice before Halloween, I'm going to be putting a poll up, like, on YouTube, because I can do that now, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to be putting a poll up that's like, what should I hunt as far as, like, an actual Halloween-themed hunt? But that does require me getting Regice. And if we don't get Regice before that, we're just doing Regice through, because the odds are spooky enough to be a Halloween hunt. You've been doing the 1 in 64 shiny odds in Crystal, and you have had amazing results. Awesome! I've really wanted to do that. I've wanted to try it. Obviously, like, there's certain limitations to it and stuff, but that would be really cool, I think, once I actually get through playing and, like, hunt Celebi and stuff in Crystal. I think it would be a fun time. Also, the fruit flies, or whatever little bugs are in here, are back, because I have, like I mentioned, trail mix out on my desk. Why am I not RNG abusing for Ralts? Because on this route, RNG abusing has only given me Poochyenas. Just because the shiny frame and Poochyena and counter frame line up correctly. And like, that'll always be the same. I do have another frame I could use, but the thing is, in order to do that, I would need to be solely focusing on hunting for Ralts. Because the timing it takes to do that is actually pretty accurate. Like, you have to be accurate to within a frame. So what I have to do for that is I have to like specifically be hunting, and I can't be distracted on Regice, or I blow like a 40 second encounter. 40 in second counter. That's the words I was trying to say. Yo, Pella Gamer, welcome to the stream. Continue the same as it was when you were there, going Johto solo. It stinks you had to do it solo, but hey, at least, like, your friends are understanding and stuff, and you're able to start it anyway, because you've been looking forward to that. You've really been looking forward to that. Marshadow, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. You love Regice. I love it too. I just want one to shine for me. That's all I really want. Really, you could just throw a sparkle animation in front of the non-shiny. I wouldn't care. That's pretty much what already happens in the game. Saw the worst trade ever on GTS, which is a shiny Groudon. What the person wanted was a male Salazzle, which is 100% impossible to ask for. That is ridiculous. You have extra shiny Dittos from Gen 1 if you wanted to try it. Just let me know. Awesome. Thank you for the offer, MT. Thank you. I'll see how far through, or how close I can get on my own before I finish, like, the playthrough. Because I know you can kind of do it with the Gyarados. One of the few things is, yeah, you got to trade it back and do that stuff. I don't personally own a Virtual Console Red, Blue, Yellow. I know Mel does, and we can see. We'll see how far I can get. Yeah, if I need help, I'll definitely reach out. Thanks for the offer, man. Get other shiny Pooches. They are cool. I do have a bunch of other shiny Pooches. Just blasted past your record on Mantine Surf. Nice. I almost said Manaphy Surf. I know I said that, like, legitimately said that one time. I figured if it was during the Usum playthrough or right before I started my Usum playthrough. How many? Like 13 or something like that. Hope next week goes better for availability. Me too. Me too. One time you did ask for a male Heatran, but that's because Heatran can be both both in your game had female. Yeah, so like if like you need to get something from a different game, then that's a totally valid thing to ask for. Is RNG abused Pokemon legit? Yeah, like it's not like hacked or anything, it's just really breaking game mechanics. It's why I didn't accept like the other Poochyenas I got as being towards my Shiny Badge quest. Simply because they are kind of clones. They aren't like a clone, they're not like a cloning glitch or anything, but it is like using the same RNG frames and manipulating them a bit just through timing. So they are like legitimate, they're not genned in or anything, but I wouldn't really be counting most of them towards my collection. It was all last minute uncontrollable things. Yeah, I mean, there's no one to blame with that then, it's just, it happens, you know. It stinks. I've had to cancel streams before last minute too, so I can see where that can come from. Hashtag shiny luck. I can use all the shiny luck I could get, Ash. A glitch is part of the game where it's outside your control, you consider legit shinies. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like it's not like Pomeg glitch or anything where you're specifically writing over data. Like, it is the game mechanics. They're just really faulty game mechanics. There's no risk of corrupting your save from it. I feel like that could almost be considered. Also, I totally, when I encounter something, I should lower the encounter number. But yes, I mean it's not like it really risks your save. It's not like you're taking an item and using it to manipulate other data. Like, you're just straight up, you know that this is how the data lines up. Regice, it's time to shine. It's been time to shine for how long now? Like months? We're approaching the end of October and we started this hunt back in July. With not much as far as a break. We had 2 weeks there with Manaphy. And we're gonna have like tomorrow with Manaphy and like the next Sunday with Manaphy and so forth so on. But yeah, no, we don't really have we haven't really had much breaks aside from that. It's not like we've taken massive amounts of time off. We got a lot of homework done and up to 500 encounters though, so it wasn't entirely bad. Yeah, no, definitely a productive stream. At the very least. This is time for Pokemon Go Community Day. It's tomorrow. I saw you were excited for it. I saw someone else on the stream was really excited for it yesterday. It definitely seems like it'll be a fun time for all of y'all. Yo, Lucario157, how have you been, man? How have I been? I've been good. I've been good. Just, you know, college as usual, classes, all that. In my last year, and we've been hunting some Pokemon. We had luck with Charmander, but we haven't had luck with Regice yet. It's kind of crazy. You'd think it'd have been the other way around. We've been unable to talk comprehensively for like the last 2 hours. You're so tired from talking for 3.5 hours. I can relate. There's a reason that my streams aren't 3 hours anymore. It is rough on your voice, and it's rough on like just kind of thinking through everything. Like you've kind of burned out all of your communication skills for a little bit. Yo, Squishy Lad, welcome. How are you doing today, man? Cynthia, welcome as well. How are you doing today? It was you, yeah. Yeah, talking about it, excited for the Beldoms, like, I don't know, if I was still in the Pokemon Go, I'd definitely be hyped for tomorrow as well. Congrats on the Shiny Charmander, awesome! Been pretty busy, started a job, well, awesome. Awesome, making some money and stuff. Totally get that, Jobs can make you pretty busy. That's what mine was making me pretty busy too. You know, over the summer when I was working, had to move all the stream days or stream times back and stuff just because, you know, that's how work is. You're doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm doing pretty well. Slept in today. Got a few things done as far as like a little like side project I've been working on. I still need to actually get it working. Like a lot of stuff's just like I want to try to test stuff without spending money. And like the best way to test it requires like buying a new screen for stuff. So yeah, like I've been trying to avoid that. Like now I need to like start saving up for a chair and things like that. So I was like trying to like piece stuff together like really haphazardly try to piece stuff together with like cables and like laptops that I have here for school stuff and everything. Argon, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Now you want the cap? Nah. The cap is like part of my identity. Off stream at least. Whenever my hair is not short, I wear the hat. Does your DS slow down when restarting after soft resetting for a while? I haven't noticed anything. I haven't really been paying attention, but I haven't noticed anything. Also, this like flies right in my face. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like one of the little really tiny fruit flies. You gotta get going. Good luck. Alright, see you later, Lucario. I'm glad you're able to stop by, man. I'm glad you're able to stop by. It was good seeing you again, dude. I have a shiny Pokemon of every type except flying, so that's why you're trying to get Cinder's friend Safari. I gotcha. Still can't believe how fast Pokemon Crystal soft resets are. Yeah, you're mentioning, like, I imagine there's just so little, like, overhead as far as loading that it can just, like, flip and be back on. Especially when it comes to the fact that it's being, like, run on a 3DS. Which can definitely emulate that fast enough to, like, get some speed boost. How's it going? It's going well. It is going well. Obviously, Regice is taking its sweet time. But, you know, aside from it just taking a while, it's going pretty well. Shiny luck times 2, double shiny luck. We kind of need it. We kind of need it right now. How many Poochyenas do I have this time? I have, like, I haven't seen any Poochyenas yet because we aren't doing the RNG abuse. We're just doing the, or I haven't seen any shiny Poochyenas aside from the one we're throwing out yet. Just because we aren't doing the RNG abuse, we're using, like, proper runaways. Like, runaway encounters and stuff, like random encounters. So, yeah, it's a little bit different as far as that goes. So it is, like, proper 1 in 8192 odds, but we're moving through the encounters. They're going way more quickly than I kind of expected them to. I think you're going to take a break from Pokedex completion and shiny hunt for a while. Awesome. What do you think you're going to be shiny hunting? Recommend Ditto or Pancham? Ditto's a fun one. Ditto's a fun one. If you're SOSing, like, it's got its own whole system for SOSing it to make it, like, really straightforward, where you can't hurt it, it can't hurt you, it can't hurt itself, like, legitimately, unless you, like, intentionally switch to a different Pokemon designed to KO the Ditto, you're fine. Lady Bubblegum, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? There's basically 0% chance of soft resetting over it unless you plan to soft reset over it. Since you try to soft reset during the Shiny Sparkles or move animation, it won't soft reset. Like, that's really, you mentioned that. I heard you mention that during the stream. That's, like, really convenient because you can't jump the gun on it then. Streams are so late in Germany for you. It's gonna be midnight soon here and you're tired. It's really, like, the earliest I can do it, though. I know it's late for a lot of people. I wish I could make them a bit earlier, but this is, like, the earliest I can do streams. Where did I get Phantump? I got this Phantump from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. A-Drive has a video on how to, like, set it all up for the Harvest Leftberry method, and I use that video to kind of do it. So I, like, you know, Dex Nav'd for Hidden Ability Phantump with Bestow, and then, like, did all that stuff. Like Charmander's top hat. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's the 10K top hat. Regice is trying to get one himself. Just change the time zones. Oh yeah, I forgot about that power that I have. Just changing internationally decided time zones. All for Pokemon streaming. All in the name of Pokemon. It would be a just cause. Doesn't the screen flash for Shiny and Crystal? Yeah, like, it inverts all the colors back and forth for a second. So yeah, like, it's a full screen. You know that something just showed up that's, like, important. I think it like, the screen flashes and does all the animation, like, before you even see it, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, it's the opposite of... Like, it would be way easier to do Regice with that. Because you're just kind of, like... if you start to even see the Pokemon, you know that it's not shiny. So that is a really convenient thing, I would say. But I do like the Sparkle we have now. I am actually a fan of the Star. I know a lot of people aren't, but I am. Give me the Poochyena. The Rowlet's mine, though. I don't want to give up the Rowlet. Gen Sparkles are your favorite? I don't know. I gotta lean to Gen 3 and Gen 7. I don't really know. I don't have much experience with ones outside of that, I will admit. But I know Gen 7s are different enough that not everyone's a fan of it. But I do like them. Yo, Andrew, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. What's the RNG abuse on Emerald you were talking about? Also, yeah, how are you doing, man? So, the RNG abuse on Emerald works on Emerald all the time, and Ruby and Sapphire if you have a dry battery. Basically, sorry, I like ate a peanut, and I tried not to like chew it too much, so like, I tried talking while I was eating it, and now it's like all over my house. So 1 second. Sorry about that. I tried to like eat it in a way it didn't interrupt me talking. But yeah, so in Emerald and Dry Battery, Ruby and Sapphire, you have like in all the games you have a random number, like a seed for a random number generator, and that's like what's used for RNG and all that stuff. And in most games, it's random every time. But in Emerald and Dry Battery, Ruby, Sapphire, it starts at 0 every time. So, the way random number generators work is you put a number in, which is usually that starting number, then you get a seemingly random number out, and then you put that number back in, and you get another seemingly random number out. But whenever you put in, for example, whenever you put in like 1, if you get a 15 out the first time, you'll always get a 15 if you put in a 1. That's just how like it works, because it's basically just a math formula to make it look like it's random. And so what happens is, because you always start with 0, you always get the same, like, order of, like, you always get the same order, or your shiny frames always show up at the same point, because you always get the same, like, random numbers, and they're no longer random. They're the same numbers every time you start the game. So what that means is, like, if you get a shiny, you have to get one legit first, generally your starter. You can figure out when all of your shiny frames are, and, like, what exact frame they happen on, and like what second into the game they happen at, and from there you can basically soft reset your game, run around and try to have an encounter happen on that frame, and if it happens on that frame that you found out was a shiny frame, it's 100% chance that the Pokemon you encounter is a shiny. Oh, sorry about the nose itching. Like, I mentioned like a day or two ago that like my face was peeling and my neck was peeling because I got sunburn. It's apparently still going on. That was just the start of it. That's neat. It's really kind of complex. I hope I like described it at all kind of right. But yeah, no, it's definitely a really cool thing to kind of see how the game works from that perspective. The 2-part thing that Gen 5 going on is amazing. Looking down and seeing the sparkles is the best feeling ever when you got Virizion. It's always great when you see that. It's always great to see that. But Gen Sparkles have personal significance to you, so you found your first shiny ever with them. That's fair then. That's fair. First ever shiny you got didn't sparkle because you hatched it. Okay. I can see that happening. I could also see like that suddenly being like a surprising thing if you weren't aware that they sparkled. Like you got a shiny, it didn't sparkle, and then you get another one in the wild and it does, or like when you throw that one out it sparkled. Yo, Camilla, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. You need that Regice. I know. This is crazy, and like I am certain that I haven't failed any. Like, I don't know what's going on here. You're gonna go to sleep now. Alright, see you later, CC. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Looks down, sees second half of Sparkles. Just a huge gasp. Not expecting it at all. Not at all. Yeah, no, this is a bit on the ridiculous side. As far as encounter numbers, it's not unheard of. Definitely there are people who have gone into the tens of thousands with it, but not often do you see it, and I don't think you see it very often on stream, especially, you know, Shiny Charmed. Didn't notice it was shiny at first. The first I ever saw was your shiny Rhyhorn. Okay. Virizion is the Bay shiny. Brady Russell, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Any advice on hunting Ditto? There are guides online for how to SOS it, because basically what you can do is make it turn into a Cleffa that only knows Recycle. Give it a Lepa Berry, and then use like a Garbodor with Substitute and like some poison move, and you literally cannot KO the one, like the Ditto that you're chaining off of. So yeah, like that would be a way to go about it. There's guides. That was obviously a very minimal review of what to do, but yeah, once you get it set up, it's pretty straightforward. You're back. Welcome back, Mel. It's crazy that Regice is beyond the truthful odds. It really is. You're doing good. By the way, this Regice is taking way too long for a Gen 7 hunt. I agree. I agree. What are those shiny odds? Yeah, no, like the shiny odds are supposed to be 1 in 1,365, and we have passed 8192, which is like the highest in mainline games. So yeah, it is a bit ridiculous, but oh well, we'll get through this. We will get through this. Yeah, I'm gonna get it today. I'm after getting it today. I did not expect this. You can say it all you want, but yeah, you don't really know. You don't really know at all. I always, as soon as like you get that little bit of confidence, I feel like something else goes, yeah, no, that just ruined it. There's no chance now. Thanks for taking the time to answer. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I just need to find a way to calculate the shiny frames next. Yeah. So the way you do that is there's some like software online where basically what you do is you take that Pokemon that you caught that is shiny. In my case, it was my Treecko, like because I shiny hunted for that and got the Treecko. And what you do with that is you take those numbers. Is basically you take its IVs and its like your trainer ID, its IVs, and you can find its secret ID. Basically by using those numbers and like comparing them as it levels up and like putting in the EVs and its new IVs and stuff. And once you figure all that out, you now have all the numbers for determining the shiny frame. Because you have its secret ID at that point, and you can put the secret ID into a different calculator along with your trainer ID, and then you can tell if it's shiny, or then you can tell when your shiny frames are. Jigalag, how is it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Can't believe it happened. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how it goes. Eventually start believing it happened. Don't know when, but eventually it'll happen. Eventually. If you find a method that gives you shinies consistently, and you start getting them really consistently, that's when it kind of happens. You're just getting such good odds with them. Like, you're getting them so quickly that's just crazy, especially with the full odds like that. But I'll admit, with SOS at this point, unless I'm on stream or something where it's like really just exciting to be sharing it with all of you guys, I can just kind of go, oh hey, I got it. Like I kind of mentioned with Cleffa, Mel can vouch for this. I had a sigh of relief, like not like an excited sigh, it was like a, oh, this is over finally, like that kind of moment, just because it had taken so long and there was so much going like wrong with the hunt and stuff. Like it was excitement, there was definitely excitement there, but it wasn't as much, it was excitement to be able to do something else, more so than anything. Like it was an excitement that it was over. Which sometimes that's it, sometimes like, you always get the shiny, you always get the excitement and like you get the reward for it and whatnot, but sometimes like the journey was a bit tougher than others. Jorge or George Vasquez, welcome to the stream. What's up? Not much. We're just going for Ralts and Regice here. Hoping to get some kind of shiny today, preferably Regice. Jaybirdman 2015, welcome to the stream. Yeah, holy 8192 or 80. Oh wow, no, the numbers are flipped. 8912. It is insane. It's insane. We are over 6 times odds at this point. We are past full odds. We were past, like, we had, Raikou took a bit longer than it should have because I was lazy about getting the charm, so like we had a solid 4,000 encounters at 4,000 odds. But this just goes way beyond that. Regice at 8921, I hope. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. You're about to try random encounter hunting Hawlucha because Masuda and SOS have failed you. I hope you get it, Tegan. I really, really wish you the best. Had a major freak out when you got your first, and so far, only a random full odds shiny. It's awesome. Like, the first one you get is just a fantastic feeling. I was so excited when I found my first shiny Ditto, because, oh, like, I don't know, like, nothing beats, like, there have definitely been hunts that have been really exciting. Ho-Oh is fantastic. It's in my top. I was so excited when I got my Rowlet, because, like, Rowlet's amazing. Like, there's all these great hunts, but I don't think anything can compare to the feeling. Like, even if it's not, like, my favorite shiny encounter or the most hype one, nothing can compare to when I first encountered Shiny Ditto, which was my first shiny, like, ever. Simply on the basis of, how, like, new the whole experience was to me. Because I decided, like, I jokingly mentioned when Sun and Moon first came out to my friends, like, ha, I'm gonna get a, you know, living shiny national dex, because I had seen someone post on like the Pokemon subreddit and stuff about them having completed theirs finally, like fully with Gen 6. I was like, that's super cool. I wasn't fully into Pokemon at the time, but I was definitely going to get back into it with Sun and Moon. I was like, that's super cool. So I jokingly mentioned it to friends, and I decided, like, I had finished my Pokedex. I was almost done with my living dex. Everything was in place for me to, like, actually try it. Because at that point I had beaten everything. The only thing I could do really with the game at that point was collect more Pokemon, do Battle Tree and Battle Royale, and I didn't want to do either of those. So yeah, I just decided I'm going to hunt for something. And I saw, like, there was a post specifically about how to SOS Ditto. So I set up that team, did everything. I was like, I'm going to do this. This will be fun. And I sat there, was watching Netflix for a few hours, hunting for it, and I was like, this is taking a really long time. Like, holy crap, when's it going to show up? Lo and behold, you know, an hour or so after that, like, it took like 4 hours to get it, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. Because once I did get it, it was like all the excitement, all the hype ever. Because it's like, holy crap, I actually just got this Ditto. Like, who would have thought I actually would get it? You know, all this running through my head. Shows up on screen, and I throw out my Decidueye. To KO the Klefki, I was the Klefki, like, transformed Ditto that I was chaining off of. And Ditto became Decidueye. And was suddenly Ghost type, and I couldn't false swipe it. And I was so nervous that I was gonna fail my first shiny ever. But I caught it, and, like, everything about that was just such a great time. And yo, Lady Bubblegum with the membership. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that, Lady Bubblegum. I appreciate it. Everyone, show her some love in the chat. Hopefully it comes through in a second on stream. That is awesome. Some new member hype right there. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Lady Bubblegum. Let me see what I missed. I totally missed some messages, though. Okay, I actually didn't miss too many. If you get them in the triple digits, it's fast, so you're always joking when you get them. That's fair. That is really fair with all that. Yeah, sponsor hype. Someone else with the Rowlet by their name. It should take Stream Boss in a second. When it does update, it should take over Stream Boss here. So hopefully it does in a minute, otherwise I might have to refresh. But Andrew Lundquist and Lady Bubble, thank you for the sub, Andrew, as well as Lady Bubblegum. Thank you so much for that membership. I guess Streamlabs just decided to take a bit to turn back on. But yo, there we go. There we go. That is so awesome. Welcome to the Rowlet Club here at Green Birdie. Yeah, we do need to think about, still again, open for suggestions on what like the, because we can have like different badges for different like lengths of sponsorship or membership. So definitely open suggestions on that as far as colors for Rowlet. Killed your first shiny because you were half asleep. See, I don't blame you. Like I said, I was very close with my first, just because the excitement and the confusion and everything was everywhere in my mind of like, holy crap, what's going on? 8920, it has to be Sleepy Latias, just has to. Spent 4 hours setting up for your Ditto hunt, got everything you needed. Watched like 20 tutorials and then got it in 27 encounters. You know, sometimes the setup is the longest part. It took me longer to get the Ho-Oh sprite for the thumbnail and the like starting soon screen right than it took the hunt for it. Cause just the way that Ho-Oh was, like I couldn't get the colors to come out right with like, you know, hue shifts and stuff. So I was like, you know what, this'll do for now. I'll probably end up fixing it a bit more for more hunts. And then we got it. First time. First stream. It was pretty nice. Check your last message. I will, Tegan. I will, because it's up here. Your shiny Slugma and Emerald was one of the best. It wasn't your first, but it was the first one you knew shinies were important and you were worried about failing because it was a random encounter. Yeah, that's definitely one thing with random encounters is like, when you do just randomly come across one, like, are you prepared? Do you have Pokeballs? Do you have enough Pokeballs? Stuff like that. Rocket Racer 77, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. What if it would be 9,000 suited? Ooh, yeah. There you go. It would match a little bit. It's nice getting a fast shiny, but all that work for nothing. I mean, it wasn't for nothing. It was for you to be prepared for that hunt that you like did super well on. I would definitely say it was worth it. All right then. Wonder how much streams are gonna have shiny hunting, Ralts, and Regice in it. Hopefully less than that. Hopefully fewer than had a shiny hunting, Regice, and Charmander in it. That was a bunch. You're more than prepared for your Latias hunt. Absolutely, Cinder. Absolutely. Yes, indeed, a Latias. Remember when you're hunting Poochyenas? That was over a year ago now. Like, it's crazy to think that that was, or maybe not quite over a year, but it was a year ago. We've, like, just barely, I think, had this cap card for a year at this point. It's the best shiny legend, so therefore you must get one yourself. Yo, Mike, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today, man? You finally got your Zero Aura today. Nice. I need to get one. I need to get mine. That's available now, isn't it? I need to go get that. Hashtag quintuple shiny luck. If only I had the capture card system, or the capture cards to do that. That would be a bit much. It took so long to get these two working together. Oh man, we're 75 encounters away, guys. 75 encounters between us and 9,000 Regice. That is insane. Still no sign of the shiny Ho-Oh yet. You'll get it soon, my man. You'll get it soon. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, though. Seriously, I wish you the best of luck on that hunt. Favorite shiny isn't Latias. She's your favorite shiny legendary. Favorite shiny is Ninetales. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, yeah, my shiny or favorite shiny legendary is Rayquaza, but at the same time, my low tick isn't a legendary, so it just can't count there. If you don't get your shiny today, you will get many tomorrow on Community Day. There you go. That's one way to look at it. Are you concerned? Are you concerned, Sleepy Latias? Thought that last Regice was shiny. It happens. It seriously is probably the most deceptive hunt as far as that kind of stuff goes. There have been so many encounters that have been like, oh my gosh, I just found a shiny, and then it's not. It's incredible how much that'll happen. So I'm really hoping that the fact that like I'm thinking these really minute details are all that it is means that the actual not very much that it changes is enough for me to notice. Your absolute favorite shiny is shiny Volcarona. Cool. Favorite shiny is Rampardos. Cool, cool. And it took me forever to get a Cranidos. It took me forever to get both of my Cranidos. Like, they were so worth it in the end, but it took like 30 to 45 hours of like straight Masuda method, not like from like start to finish real time, like in-game time. That's how long it took. Favorite shiny legend is probably Lunala. It would be awesome if we could get him in game. Lunala has grown on me, like shiny Lunala has grown on me way more than like Solgaleo or shiny Solgaleo has. I definitely liked Solgaleo more at the beginning, but yeah, kind of looking back on it. Still haven't hunted for it. You should go for it. You should find a way to go for it. Either fossils or just breeding. Breeding, I think, is like the better way in the Masuda method. I have to like unsnap the back of this hat. Like I've said, it fits when it's on the other way. Like it fits my head the other way and it fits my headphones this way. Lunala is a blood moon. Ooh, that is kind of true. That's kind of true. It does fit it. That is really fitting for it, actually. Always loved Lunala's shiny and hated Solgaleo. Like overall hated or just the shiny? Like, honestly, when I saw them both, like, the red just didn't look good to me, but it works better now. Like, I think I've kind of come to terms with liking it a bit more. Gamian8, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? Just the shiny, okay. That's fair. Like, the shiny for Solgaleo really, I don't think works. It's just too bright red. Granted, as soon as we're able to get it, I will have one. But it is a bit too bright red. Favorite shiny starter is Braxian? Okay. His favorite shiny legend is either shiny Suicune or Ho-Oh. Ho-Ohs, I don't know, I didn't think I was gonna like Ho-Ohs as much as I did. I will be honest there. Like, something about it when I was first seeing like sprites for it and stuff over the 3D model, it wasn't standing out to me as much as I felt like it needed to, and then I don't know, when I got it and when I saw more of the 3D models and stuff full setting up, I was like, okay, this one looks pretty good. Shiny Uxie is very clean. Suicune's like your 6th favorite, to be honest. In the top 10. William, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Right now you're shiny hunting Rowlet in Pokemon Moon and Tepig in Pokemon White. Nice. Well, good luck with both of those. Your favorite shiny is probably Ho-Oh. Emboar is probably your favorite. Favorite shiny is probably Ho-Oh. Emboar is probably your favorite shiny, but you hate Emboar as a design. Like, the colors would make it. I really do like those shiny colors. I agree, but yeah, the design as a whole is not the best. It's barely in your top 5, but like, the shiny magnet, has to be in the top 10. Has to be. Favorite shiny mythical is either shiny Jirachi or Azelf. I really like Jirachi. Is Azelf a mythical? I always thought the mythicals were the ones that weren't obtainable, like, in-game, like, through, like, a non-event. Shiny Shaman is overwhelming. Okay, Azel's not mythical. That's what I thought. I feel like for a long time I did consider it a mythical just because I was like, legends are things like box arts, not necessarily, like, the side ones. Shiny Magcargo is worse than Regice, it doesn't change at all. I haven't actually seen it, because it's not, like, possible to get, so it hasn't been on my radar at all as far as paying attention to it. Your mistake, you're all good. You are all good there. We're getting close to 1600 on the Emerald encounters here. Shiny Zygarde is awesome. It does look really nice. Shiny Zygarde is really, really nice. I will agree there. I'm glad that we got the event for it. Very, very glad for that one. Also, not only is Suicune a beautiful shiny that you got super fast, so then brought you like 3 other shinies in quick succession too. Suicune is 6th best. That is true, that is true. It definitely added some value there. It just started that off. Zygarde Shimmers, it's great. Yeah, I have 150 and 100%. Because I got 4 cards, but then I never put in 2 of them. Like, I kind of realized that mistake a little too late. Like, I think I remembered, oh yeah, I gotta put those in, and then I never did. So I put it in Ultra Sun and Sun. Not just the snake, all of them look good. They really do. They really, really do. I wish you could actually hunt for it. Like, I know it's shiny locked, like, partially probably because of events as well, as because it'd be such a weird thing to try to make possible to hunt. But it would be so cool to basically just be like sitting there disassembling and reassembling until it assembled as a shiny. I think that'd be a really fun one to hunt. Because basically you could form like 10 at a time. You could form like 10% if you had all 100 of the cells. And then whenever you get a shiny, you just, or once you get a shiny, you're just like, okay, well that's that. And then you form that one all the way up to 100% by disassembling the other 9. You know what, this Esper is so bad. Good luck, Squishy. Good luck, man. Me, wow, I'm excited to hunt Suicune. It's so pretty. Me at 109 encounters. What? Me a wormhole run and 223 encounters later. What? I mean, yeah, you posted that. You were so excited. We were like, everyone was hyped. We had Charmander around the same time, and then like, boom, Rayquaza, like in the midst of all of that. A lot of people hate Shiny Espeon, but you love it, and you don't know why. I mean, for me, it's just, I don't know, it didn't feel fitting for it necessarily. And green shinies are really polarizing. Like, if the green works for someone, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just because I guess, like, some people do like the fact that it kind of looks a bit radioactive or, like, alien or something, and that's fair. I wasn't a fan of that aesthetic, in a way, but I totally get people who are fans of it. Just hopes the Suicune can bring you a speedy Latias. I hope so too. Favorite Pokemon cry is Frostlass. I don't actually know Pokemon cries. Like, thinking about it, I don't know that many of them. Shiny Espeon is the only green shiny you like. Interesting. Interesting. I'm trying to think, because there are definitely green shinies that I like that, Yeah, I'm trying to just think off the top of my head, like, some good green ones, because there are good green ones. I think Spearow's a bit green. I actually do like that one, having seen it, but that's definitely a very, very yellow green, if you would consider it green. Like, the green works. That's the thing, is it works for some people, it doesn't for others, and like I said, it's like green's really polarizing, because like you can have really good greens. I think the Ralts, like, hair green looks good, stuff like that, but then you can also have, like, the green looks radioactive, or it looks... Because the thing is, like, there's not that many shades of green that aren't associated with something less than favorable, like garbage, sewage, random other just gross things. So I think, like, that kind of association gets made a bit if the shiny doesn't end up looking right. But yeah, no, you can have really, really good green shinies as well. Shiny Espeon's as a little alien cat. Exactly. It kind of gets that alien vibe to it, which is what people like. You love a lot of radioactive shinies. Yeah, see, if like you like them, then what's not to love about Espeon? The only green one you like is Crustle. Okay. It's like the cry because it sounds like some kind of spoopy ice loneliness. I saw someone's name. I started talking about saying, "How's it going, Adam? Welcome to the stream, man." Look what the shiny guys did. They bring out a first encounter shiny Regice. Yeah, they did. How's it going, Adam? How are you doing, man? Crystal shiny is one of your faves in general. I don't have one yet. I know it's really easy to get, but I just haven't. I haven't been checking the non-legendary encounters at all. Just because, I don't know, I'd rather... I don't know, if I don't go up and look at them, I can't fail them. Favorite cry is a... Whoop. I mean, yeah, who can't have Cricketune as their favorite Pokemon cry? Everything about Rayquaza shining for you was beautiful. It really was a great moment. I guess you like the shiny Mega versions of Latias and Latias, because green is alright on it. I had an adrenaline rush. I thought that was the shiny. Why? Just here to visit under your toilet visits. Alright then, man. Isn't shiny Cricketune green too? Is it? I don't actually know. You were so shook you failed to spell shiny correctly. Yeah, wasn't that what you posted? That is what you posted, isn't it? Alright guys, we're at 8950. We are 50 encounters away here, guys, from excuse me, from 9,000 encounters. Like, what is this? What are the odds of us getting this far? Celtra, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? What's nice about a long Regice hunt is if you get it, you can still fail it easily. Yeah, no, I mean, you definitely have, like, to be paying attention. Like, if you get this far and you're on autopilot at that point, there's a good chance you don't see it. You really are just paying attention for the audio cue of the sparkle happening. And especially with this one reason that this hunt is so long is every encounter is probably about 1.5 times the length of the average encounter of a different legendary. Simply because you have to wait to see if the sparkles are there, just because there's a good chance that you just kind of think, nah, that one's not the shiny. Just my eyes playing tricks on me again, you know, like it's done for thousands of encounters so far. Stuff like that, so like being extra careful to make sure like you at least wait until the Pokeball is thrown from your trainer's hand, stuff like that. Like make it longer than something like Ho-Oh where it's so obvious that you know as soon as it drops in and as soon as you can make out the colors of any bit of Ho-Oh, you know it's shiny or not. stuff like that. Regice will shine at 8975. We will see. We'll see. No, it'll shine at 9,000. Skin Squishy's probably right. Ooh, we got 2 votes for that then. Alright. Yeah, we had an encounter there. Cool. Cool. I actually remembered to that time. Yeah, when we started up Regice, I really wasn't expecting it to be the one that we got. I was expecting it to be the one we got first. I wasn't expecting Charmander to happen before it, especially this far before it. It'll shine at 8968. That's a pretty neat little number how it's all flipped. Also, I didn't add the encounter that time. Totally forgot there. If you're right, will you call Regice Frozone? We don't have a name for it yet, I don't think, so we can do it. We can do it. We can definitely call it Frozone if it's 8975. Regice is one of your favorite cries. I've heard it so much, I don't know if I'll ever be able to forget it. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I need to name Shiny Regice Joke, though. It's the joke zone. I don't know, I feel like naming it Joke's like an incentive for it not to show up, though. If it feels unloved. I really believe that it's pushing to get that top hat. It just really, really wants it. Shiny Regice at 89.99. If only, Ash, if only. Scissors your favorite Pokemon and your favorite Pokemon cry. No bias, I swear. None at all. Totally not related things. Favorite cry is Honkrow's? I wonder what my favorite Pokemon cry is, because I don't know, I don't know enough of them. The audio in Pokemon's not something I'm very well versed in general. Simply because I don't have a lot of experience playing with audio. Usually I play in public places and I don't have headphones or anything. So really the streams are like the most I experience like audio in Pokemon. Which is part of the reason it's a good thing I'm hunting Regice on stream. And Kricketune. Kricketune's just so memey. I don't think anyone would be blamed for considering it their favorite. I don't know why the name Not So Shining comes to mind. The name came up in mind because since Regice is shiny, it doesn't change much. Yeah, I mean, it definitely fits. It definitely fits. I don't know. I feel like, though, like, a name with, like, negative connotation wouldn't be something that encourages a Pokemon to show up. As well as, like, I don't know, I feel weird, like, giving a name to something that's gonna be such a hype moment when you get it, like, such, like, a negative name. Like, hey, it finally showed up, what a joke. Or, like, it's not that shiny. A, I don't know, I would feel like I'm hurting Regice's feelings. B, then why would, if it's such a negative feeling around it, why would we hunt it for months on end? You're gonna be honest that Regice shiny, Gen 3 through 5 looked nice, but it got crapped on in Gen 6 and 7. I think what we kind of came to a consensus as on the stream one day was, it's not that the shiny is bad, it's that when we went from Gen 5 to Gen 6, whatever remodeling they did, they made the regular form closer to the shiny. Like, it's not that the shiny got closer to the regular form, it's that, like, the gap got shortened from the other end. Just because Regice would look too gray otherwise. Like, I get why they did it. in that regard, but it definitely kind of makes it hard to tell. Call it, I still can't believe I got this. I actually kind of like that. I don't know if we could like make it work as like an actual like name, but I actually do kind of like that, Squishy. Call it Fridge. It's like an endearing nickname of some sort. That is fair. Yeah, so I mean, it's like, it stinks, and it's just because of the way the models and the lighting and the texture works, like, you kind of have to do that, but I feel like the forethought could have been put into, if you're deepening the blue and bumping, and like, giving more saturation to the blue that's in non-shiny, you could like redo the shiny, or at least bump the shiny in the same kind of direction, just to keep that distance there. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you after all this time. I mean, guys, if you're seeing any like weird glitchiness with the stream, because on my end I'm not seeing anything, like as far as like stream health and whatnot, but I am seeing like the analytics in YouTube are being funky, where like it's not like jumping right, or like it's not setting the time right, or stuff, so like the graphs are all thrown off. I'm not good at nicknaming Pokemon, but call it a Regibody if it fits. I don't think that fits. I have been informed that I have to say my body is Reggie when we actually do get the shiny, though, so a Reggie reference will happen. Let's name it the amount of encounters it took. I don't know, by the time we get it, will it fit in the character limit? Maybe you should name the shiny Crystal. Crystal kind of fits for it. Crystal kind of fits. Kind of an original. No, I don't think that's bad at all. Like, if I actually came up with any kind of name myself, it would be the most unoriginal thing ever. Outside of streams, I don't nickname Pokemon just because I cannot come up with nicknames to save my life. Yo, Cole, how's it going? It's been a while. It has been a little while. How are you doing, my man? How are you doing? I know we've only seen Pikachu and Metapod and Let's Go, but the shinies look better. I think they take more after Go, which is a bit more cartoony of a style to it. So they made the colors pop a bit more, probably. Name it No Hat for you if you get it before the hat. If only that fit. Let's name it Baldy. Granted, hats don't affect baldness, but whatever. Good, I'm doing well. I am doing well. Good to hear you're doing well yourself. I'm trying my best to get one of these. We're gonna hit 9,000 encounters today if we don't find the shiny before then. No hat for you. I guess that does fit. That does fit. Name it Latsrick. It's Crystal backwards. Golem was a Golem before it was cool. Everyone else was just trying to copy him. Cinder's got it. Yeah, you just gotta shorten it, I guess. We'll see what we do for it. See what we do for it. We do got that one encounter I did kind of promise. You gotta go. Alright, see you later, Sleepy Latias. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon, and hope you have like a good rest of your night and all that. I've started recording for YouTube for fun, so that's why I've not been here. Hey, that's all good, man. That's all good. I hope things are going well with that. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Are you heading out? Are you heading out as well? Alright, see you later, William. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. don't know if you guys just saw that, but I kind of want to, like, I don't know, I saw the, like, little -5 show up on the stream bus thing. I don't know why it does that occasionally, just randomly. But, like, when I see it, I feel like trying to warn you guys, like, see if you all catch it too. But that wouldn't work at all, because you're just gonna see the warning delayed. Oh, you're not heading out, you're saying goodbye. Okay, I gotcha. I was wondering, but I just wanted to cover my bases in case you were leaving and realized gone. Honestly, yeah, no, I gotcha. I gotcha, William. Makes sense. It's been great. You have 96 subs, 4 more than 700. Awesome, dude. Awesome, dude. You've been over odds for your shiny Kabuto fossil. How many encounters do you at, MT? Or do you know? Yo, Hippo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Guess who is finally in one of the streams? Welcome. How have you been? How have you been, Hippo? How have you been doing? It has been a good while. It's good to see you. It's been a really long time. Yes, yes, it has. Looking at when the Regice appears and the shiny Regice sprite under hunting, you can still see the difference, but on its own, you can kind of tell. Yeah, like, it's really hard. And honestly, even with that, with the GIF, it's kind of like, well, is that just, like, different lighting conditions or what's going on there? Like, there's enough variation, I feel, within, like, just lighting that it makes it suspect every once in a while. Just, like, and also just, like, as an optical illusion, compare, like, bright blue Regice on the dark brown background as opposed to having, like, Regice on this lighter blue screen. Like, I feel like that is enough of a reason for it to be, like, for, like, you to kind of get thrown off between the two a little bit. Don't know, but it's been more than a month. Oh, yeah, at that point, you definitely kind of over odds. I hope you get it soon, Empty. Seriously, seriously, good luck there. Normally it's great, you've gotten acquainted with everyone in your year. Awesome! Finally got your EO 3DS charger so you can shiny hunt if you find the motivation. That is awesome to hear, dude. Congrats. I hope you get a whole bunch of shinies and stuff, man. Seriously hype. I'm glad to hear everything's going well. Do you have the shiny charm for the left screen? Yes. Yes, I do. We are over 6 times odds at this point. Because odds for this hunt's 1 in 1,365. So yeah, like, the screen above me, obviously there's no shiny charm for, so we can't actually, like, get the shiny charm in terms of that, but as far as Ultra Sun over there, we do have the charm. Can I join your Discord before you leave? Of course, man. Yeah, everyone's welcome to join the Discord if you haven't already. It is linked in the description, and I will go ahead and post it in the chat as well. Just for anyone who, like, can't see the description for whatever reason. There you go. Feel free to join. It is open to anyone that wants to just join and hang out. One gripe is you can't tell if your crush likes you, but that's pretty much it. I feel like everyone has that. I feel like everyone can kind of have that moment. Like, you start overthinking it. Hope things work out on that front, man. You haven't gotten a shiny in so long. I feel, Squishy, I feel. Until I got Cleffa, it had been over a week. Sometimes they just decide to take a really, really long time. Sometimes they make up for it afterwards with something really quick. Sometimes they just don't. Sometimes they just kind of, like, stop altogether. And they're like, nah, we're just going to be really, really hard to find. Regice is being too unfair. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous if we find 2 full odds shinies in the time it takes to find one, like, Alolan shiny charmed odds. I need to go for now. Alright, see you later, Cole. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. Hope to see you some in the Discord and hope to see you again on stream too. And good luck with everything you're doing too, man. Mako Linares, welcome to the stream. How many shinies do I have? It's approaching 200 if you count stuff from off stream. I don't know the exact number. Last time I counted was probably about a month ago, and it was around 150-ish. Like 150 to 160. Life is good. High school kind of sucks though. You know, sometimes, like, unfortunately, it just does kind of stink. It can be, like, you know, a make the most of it situation, but sometimes just stuff goes on, and there are just moments that are rough. But you'll get through it. You'll get through it. Watch the shiny Regice be adamant. Is that a good or bad nature for it? Remember 1K for Treecko and your nickname request, Treecko? I do. That was so long ago. That was so long ago. It's over a year. Like, it's been over a year since we started even Charmander. And I think Charmander got started well after 1K for Treecko. Yo, Karim, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. I saw you mention you were going to try to hop by again. We got some people, like, old school viewers in here. How have you been, Karim? How have you been, my man? It's good to see you again. It's attack plus and minus special attack. So, yeah, bad. Okay. Okay, I guess Regice is a special attacker then and not a physical at all. Good to know. Good to know. Not that I do much competitive. You saw Venom and it's alright. How's it going, Luke? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I imagine it's good for like a kind of more action-y movie than anything. It's not like, you know, MCU like building story over multiple movies or anything like that. July 2017, so much has changed for all of us. This Vanillix is here regularly. Like, he wasn't here yesterday because of band stuff, and I assume today because of band stuff as well. But yeah, he tries to be on the streams fairly often. I guess Curse Sweeper is kind of a thing, though. Oh yeah. You're living for it now. Cool. I usually don't sync, but you want Latias to be timid so bad. That's fair. Like, if I did competitive stuff, I would definitely synchronize for stuff. But I don't really do competitive, so it doesn't matter too much. Gonna hold B for your next encounter. It didn't work. Oof. Yo, Kajido, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? Just wanna use this beautiful airplane to be competitive. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like, you're hunting for it, you've been prepping for it, it's worth it. It's worth it. I would totally want to get one at some point. Don't know when, though. Don't know when. I don't know at what point I'll consider having enough shinies to, like, really want to switch over to competitive. Because I keep saying I will, but then I'm like, I could do this, or I could shiny hunt. Yo, Casual Diva Main, welcome. Rip, still nothing. Yep. Still nothing. We're getting really, really close to hitting 1K. That's a bit crazy. Or not 1K, 9K? That's a little bit crazy, for sure. I can see the Regice appearing at 89.99. Yeah, because we passed 89.75. That was the number we were kind of hoping for. Let's join your Discord. Awesome! Awesome, MT. Glad to hear it, dude. Glad to hear it. I need to find another day to hop in voice-wise, because I know we totally missed this Thursday, because I was busy. I was very busy. That was my, put together an entire presentation day, or my entire half of a presentation day. Would watch my competitive streams. They would be the most, like, floundering, like, me drowning in losses streams ever, but they can be fun. They can be fun. Again, it's just, I need to find that point where I'm not so focused on shiny hunting that I'd actually take the time to do something else. I'll get it at 89.97. That'd be awesome. Yo, Toxic, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? The real oof. This upcoming Thursday then, or Tuesday. We will see. I know a certain Tuesday won't work at some point, but that's for like other non-stream reasons. The stream will still happen, but I think in general Tuesdays don't work for me. I just totally realized somehow like a whole club that I go to slipped my mind. We'll think of another time because we definitely need to start doing those. I definitely want to like keep those going. Those are really fun. So yeah, maybe this upcoming Thursday. Because I was thinking like twice a month would work. So like every 2 weeks. You're Gucci. Good. Ideally Thursday. Yeah, that would be ideal for me as well. Because by the time we wrapped that up, it was later than I would have been able to leave for stuff I normally do. Yo, Splooshbee, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're going to see a full Emerald playthrough with a full Shiny team. That is the goal. That is the goal. We've been trying to do the Shiny Badge quest for so long. But, like, Charmander put it on hold on top of a... Because it got put on hold initially because we had the issue with the cap card. Like, we couldn't really do anything Game Boy related because the capture card wasn't working. I got a new one, I got a new setup as far as capturing for that stuff goes, and it worked. And we did it with Charmander for multiple months. Like, from April to September, and finally got Charmander. So now we just gotta get another Shiny that isn't Poochyena so we can continue the badge quest. I might get a Shiny Lation called That'd Be Cool. That'd be a hype moment right there. Guys, 10 more encounters. Just 10 more. What's my favorite Shiny Legendary? Shiny Rayquaza. Hands down. And yeah, I know we talked about it a good bit yesterday and the day before, I think, as well, about Rip Chair and how it is slowly getting more and more rip. That is speeding up. Like, I kind of realized today, it's like, oh, this crack's moving faster than it was before. You would donate about your poor. That's all good. That's all good, Toxic. I am totally happy with just you guys being able to watch the streams and stuff. On topic of donations, they do help. They definitely do help, but I'd still be doing these streams no matter what. Rip Chair, but not the Pooch Chair. Chair, in terms of the stream, is doing a great job. Sorry about my nose and stuff. But yeah, no, my actual chair, like desk chair, not so great. It is falling apart. I started looking at chairs yesterday because we talked about it a bunch. It is hard to find a chair for someone my size. Like, this one isn't even technically, like, you know, for my size or whatever. The Shiny Pooch is a crack. No, fortunately the Shiny Pooch is good. You stole your joke. I kind of totally forgot that I was throwing out a Shiny Poochyena named Chair onto the stream the whole time. Yo, Treecko! How's it going, man? Welcome back. How's everybody doing? I'm doing well. I am doing very well. Just hoping we can get the Shiny here. It'd be really, really cool to get it before 9K, but we'll see if that can happen. Yeah, but on that chair, like, I was looking up chairs. The problem is, like, trying to find one that's tall enough for me. Especially if I'm looking at, like, more things like, you know, the more, like, gaming chair, racing-inspired types chairs. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, that really is... It's awkward if you're sitting in one that you're too tall for. And I am 6'6", and there are not many of those chairs that are for someone that's 6'6". How tall am I? Yeah, I'm 6'6", which is 198 centimeters. And the thing is, like, I kind of looked at a lot of the brands of chairs that I was looking at. They do have chairs that go up that big, but, like, they'll have a chair that goes, like, 6'1" or so. That's pretty normal. But then any chair taller than that, like, is like twice as wide as I need it, because just at that point, like, you make a big and tall chair that just handles every catch-all beyond that. Which would work, it's just, I don't know. At that point, I'm paying for a lot of extra, like, chair that I don't really need. I just hate it when your chair flees using a runaway. That would be really awkward if you're trying to sit in it. Like, your chair just pulls that whole prank of pulling the chair out from under someone for you. Tallest mindless they've ever seen. Yep, I am a tall one, for sure. I don't know if anyone here actually speaks Spanish right now, Karim. I can, like, read that much of it, but that's about it. I just got onto the Discord to do something very important. Okay. Hand of the Flabebe, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Did you check out the sign? I did. Like, I looked at it, it looks so cool. It goes up to 6'1". Like, it would definitely, like, the thing is, chairs like that would work. The thing is just if they do have the bolsters on them, some of those bolsters are designed to sit like at your shoulder or your neck, and so like I don't know, I'd feel weird. Like I feel like I'd be bumping the side of the chair with how much this is supposed to kind of wrap around you. They did look really cool though. Like I looked at it and I kind of like looked at options and it would have been so dope. I don't know, my solution might be to like go buy some super glue and try to potentially fix this chair if I could. That might be what I have to do. Because again, like, there's really any kind of chair like that's expensive in general. You're just trying to get better. Okay, I respect that. I respect that because yeah, I'm learning, you know, Japanese and stuff, so being able to practice it, it's always interesting and fun when like people who are able to speak Japanese like tune into the stream. I know a couple of people, like one like Japanese shiny hunter who streams on YouTube actually joined in a couple weeks ago, and that was a fun time. I actually managed to get a shiny Ponyta today in the Friend Safari. Haven't touched X in ages, but started messing with it last night. Did I ever get a chance to look at the other things that's related to search? I didn't see the Smart versus Ferrari. I did see the Brabus though, and I have heard of that before. Like when I looked it up and I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, I have seen that. But no, yeah, that stuff's like ridiculous. Like I don't know. I totally get people who want to like modify their cars to be the best of the best, but that is next level. It's super ridiculously expensive. You like jazz? I watched about 30 minutes of that movie. Like, Mel came over, where we saw it on Netflix, we're like, hey, let's watch the B movie, it's a meme, we can watch it. We got about 35 minutes in, and looked to be like, okay, how close is this to over? And it was 30 minutes in like an hour and a half long movie. So we stopped. Let's hit 700 encounters for Lottie, and you'll be taking another break for a bit. Cool, cool. And good luck, Cinder. Good luck. I hope you get it before I get there, because we are officially on encounter 9,000. It's like customizing a luxury car with the price of another luxury car. That's a really good way to put it, yeah. Like the thing is, that is like really boutique manufacturing and like boutique kind of service and stuff, and people do it. There are yeah, like Brabus is built around it. There's other companies that do it. Much less extreme level of the cost is like you look at things like Shelby or Roush with Mustangs. They'll charge a lot to make. It's what you could probably do on your own for close to the same price. We are officially over 9,000, by the way, guys. There are over 9,000 encounters here. This is crazy. But yeah, so it's insane. It really is. Like, if I had the money, maybe. But that is a lot of money. And at that point, you could buy a different car. A smartphone, that's the solution to many of life's problems. And the cause of others. You'll get it at 9,002 and you're 100% sure. I believe William. If you're 100% sure, then obviously it's gotta happen. So let's see 9,002 showing up. Batman or Superman? Probably Batman, yeah. I don't know, with I don't really read comics or anything. I haven't seen many Superman movies, but like Dark Knight trilogy, it's just fantastic. So, Batman. Here we go, 9,002. I mean, like, one stream's not too bad. This stream, like, knowing the bitrate on the stream, it would take a long time to use a good chunk of data. We're playing Ultra Sun in Citra because you can't spend money on a 3DS. That's fair. They are pretty expensive, and like at this point, you may as well save for like a Switch instead, because with Gen 8 and even Let's Go and stuff coming out. Miscalculation, you'll get it on 904. All right, William. Here we go. 904 or 9,004. So 9004 coming up. Darn, that one wasn't it either. Maybe it's 9006. Maybe. We'll see though. I'm just excited to get it whenever at this point. Who would have thought that this would go into the 9,000s? We got about 400-ish encounters, 400 or 500 encounters before we hit like... Before we hit 7 times odds at this point. Okay, that sounds more like our numbers right now, William, for sure. You're shiny hunting on 3 3DS. That is some intense shiny hunting. That's about the most I could do, and that would be if one of mine doesn't just shut off randomly. Because like this DS right here that's gray, so it's not showing up at all in camera. First 3DS I had, 3DS XL, and its batteries just so shot. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oof, way over odds. Way over odds. Yeah, it's a bit up there. You'll get it at never. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll just have to keep hunting it for forever then. And how's it going, Marco? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You get it at one point when you say shiny, like right now. We're just gonna get the shiny right now because I said shiny. I don't think it was shiny though. Your friend was at quadruple odds for Giratina, but this is crazy. It happens. It can happen. It really is unfortunate that it can happen, but it does. I know Tony is GOAT if he comes around at any point. It's been a little while. Hope he's doing well. He's been going for a Poipole for a long time. I haven't seen him get it. He hasn't said anything about it, and I feel like he would mention it. Thought it would work. You know, you gotta try everything. You gotta use all of your options. Otherwise, you can miss it. It's your favorite shiny mythical, probably Jirachi, because that's just like my favorite mythical. I am in the middle of a Manaphy hunt. Like that's what we'll be doing tomorrow on stream. Also, why they added an encounter to Emerald. So, I don't know. Mythicals in general can be pretty cool, just because they're way rarer to find as shinies. Do the shiny dance. I guess we might be to that point. I don't know if my headphones will handle it today, though. It's like the best and the most beautiful dance anyone has ever seen. Where first you just gotta get prepped in the chair, and then you put the arms out to the side, and hopefully don't hit the wall, and just wiggle them like this, and then swing your butt in the chair. So we have done the shiny dance. The ceremony has happened. This encounter must be the shiny now. If I didn't bump my head. I also, yeah, like slammed my hat down because I took all the snap off. This is a snapback, I took the snaps off. I just shot forward. This is the last, what is your favorite shiny question? Okay, what's your favorite shiny pseudo legendary Metagross, shiny Metagross? The shiny dance TM, it's trademarked. It's trademarked. Anyone who uses it has to pay royalties to this stream. Shiny dance, chair breaks. That'd be the best way for the chair to go though, right? That or like the swing back in celebration at getting the shiny. Standby had a cheer competition today and you got first place. Awesome, Angelina. Congratulations. Glad to see you here. And seriously, congrats on first place. That is awesome. You're loving the Rowlet. Awesome. Awesome. Glad you like it. Rowlet is the best. Rowlet is the absolute best Pokemon. So your favorite shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon? As far as just available in the games, Milotic. As far as brand new Pokemon, it might be Beware or Stuffle. Those are pretty good ones. Let's look at it. Alright, yeah, see you later. Thank you for stopping by and seriously, congrats. Definitely have earned some rest after that. We got it, guys. Chair breaks. It can happen. And the thing is, like, we talked about this yesterday because Treecko brought it up. And yeah, like, totally could swing back, like, we got it. The chair snap. And the way it would snap is it would, because the back's gone, so there's only 2 pieces holding it right now, and they're really weak. It would like snap one armrest, it would snap this one, so I'd swing back around. It's like the chair would knock all this over, I'd fall on the ground, and then it'd just fall on top of me. Like, that's what would go down. You're gonna do the fire trial now, so just to be clear, you can buy orbs after you beat the trial, right? I believe so. I forget if it's after that one or after the grass trial. I think it's after that one, though. Oh, snap. In the most literal sense, yes. You're currently shiny hunting, or searching for shiny Venomoth, but you could also get shiny Gloom. Hey, those would be cool. Less than 990 encounters away from Regice getting the hat. This is true. I actually kind of hadn't thought about that somehow. Slipped my mind. We are very close to a gentleman Regice. At least you'll have the shiny. Exactly. That's all that matters in all of this. Might be down a chair. And and all of that. And out of some dignity, but we'll have the shiny, and that is the most important thing, right? Take your guesses, guys. What will come first? Shiny Venomoth, shiny Ralts, shiny Gloom, shiny Regice, or a shiny he's not hunting for? I'm gonna go with Venomoth. I don't know, these yeah, the random encounters here on Emerald are way too unpredictable, I feel. Like, still 7,000 encounters off from odds on that. And Regice is just being a pain in the butt. So I don't feel like it's safe to put money on Regice at any point right now. You have 3 shiny Pokemon on Pokemon Ultra, Sun, and Moon. Awesome. I think Ho had completely melted your Regice look away. That or just like completely charred the shiny charm. One of the two. Hope it's Venomoth too. Yeah. Hope you get it. Gonna go with Esper. Not an option, you're just desperate. Okay, because you're going for it. Seriously, good luck to you as well, Squishy Lad. And yo, Puffin with the super chat tip. Good luck, friend. Hope it shines soon. Puffin, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Everyone show Puffin some love in the chats. All the dono hype. All the dono hype. Let's see it pop up on the screen in a second. Assuming Streamlabs isn't really just being weird about that. Yeah, there we go, Puffin. Thank you so much. Taking the stream boss halfway down from the earlier membership today. Also, I added that encounter, I believe. I believe I did at least. But how are you doing, Puffin? How are you doing, man? Good luck. Good luck. Thank you, I appreciate it. You gotta head out and try to get some sleep. Alright, yeah, see you later, Treecko. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. Always good hanging out and talking to you. Also, quick question. What about Pokemon with multiple heads? They each get a hat if it's over 1,000. This is a good question. I think they each deserve, like, they all equally deserve it. So I think they would each get a hat. That, or we would somehow make it where, like, for each head, they had to do another 10,000, like, before they all got it. I think we would be fair. I think we would be nice to them, and we'd just each give each of the heads a hat at 10,000. When you hunt shiny Registeel, this theme will bring back memories. I mean, we'll be hunting Registeel right after it. Like, it'll happen really soon after. Oh hey, yeah, that's really weird that. I don't know, because it happened again, like, where the, like, minus happens way after the stream boss thing is stopped. like after the thing, the like animation has happened and everything. So that means it took over 10,000 encounters. Yes, yes. Initially when we added it, it was just kind of a random. Squishy Lad had asked for it. And I was like, you know what, we'll do it. We'll do it at some point. So we gave him a hat, and it was over 10,000 encounters at that point. And it looked really good. I don't know, I thought it was kind of a fun thing, so we decided that it is the 10K top hat. It's one Stubborn Charmander. It almost got, I think we said it was it going to be a bow tie or a cane? I forget which one it was going to get next. But basically, after it gets the top hat, every 5,000 encounters, it would get another, like, part of a tuxedo. And it almost got there. It was at 14,000 encounters. It was like 14,300, something like that, I believe. I don't know, whatever the actual number is, it was down in the description. I can actually go check now. 14,536 encounters. Registeel is your favorite shiny Regi. It's between Regirock and Registeel for me. Like, I think that's fairly obvious for most people. Like, Regi or Regice isn't really in that mix for a lot of people, I don't think. Or just cover the whole sprite with one giant hat. That's what we should have done. Every like 5 to 10,000 encounters, the hat just got bigger. What's your favorite Kanto shiny Pokemon? For me, Kanto shiny wise, if we can count Mythical's Mew. If not, that's a tough one. That's actually a pretty tough one to think. Staryu might be it. I would actually say Staryu might be it. Regice would be your favorite, if you like blue, maybe. I think Regirock's a best of the three. It definitely has, like, the most distinct change, I would say. But, like, I feel like it could work, because, like, blue's, like, a pretty, like, high up there as one of my favorite colors. When I was looking at the chairs and stuff yesterday, I was definitely looking at ones that had, like, blue accents. Blue or green accents. So, like, it would definitely be a thing where, like, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? But yeah, it would probably be up there as a contender for me if it wasn't for the fact that it doesn't change a lot. How's it going again, Crushio? Blue shinies are your favorite, but Regice doesn't change much. Yeah, so yeah, same kind of thing for me there, Hannah, where it's like, it would be really high up there if it was different. I know you're ending in like 10 minutes, but you gotta go now. You're super tired, so good luck. But not on Regice, he doesn't deserve it. Aw. I don't know, he's done his best to not be caught. You gotta give him a little bit of props for that, I feel. But yeah, see you later, Squishy Lad. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I hope to see you again soon. Have you ever seen a bad blue shiny, not counting ones that barely change? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I'll be able to think of any. Yeah, there's definitely like the argument of like, well, there's ones that don't change that much. Obviously, we're kind of hunting a blue shiny right now as well. That is the thing. Just the feeling that people would like it if they like blue. I gotcha. Is Manaphy draining me too much? It is definitely not the easiest hunt to do. How's it going, Elegant Owl? So, basically, I said Manaphy was going to be a weekend hunt. I think it's going to be a Sunday hunt. Like, in general. Because I realize that's still half of my hunts, as well as... Nothing against it. It's just, it takes so long for the encounters. And when I said that, I totally wasn't thinking about the fact that I do occasionally have Saturday streams. So yeah, it'll be like a once a week thing. Does the Shiny Charm work for fossil Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I don't know about fossils. I know it'll work for the Masuda method on a fossil Pokemon, but I don't think the actual fossils themselves are affected by it. Because I don't know if fossils count as encounters. They might be counted more similarly to gifts, like Titanol and stuff. Best of luck, man. Well, thank you, Elegant Owl. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying my best to get that one. It's just gonna take a it's gonna take a long amount of time. A large amount of time. Green is a color that's easy to mess up. If you add too much yellow or make it too dark in the wrong places, it just doesn't fit. Yeah, so like, we were kind of talking earlier about that, and one of the issues I feel like comes across with green more is, like, there are really good green colors out there, but if you have, it's especially hard to make a Pokemon that is already green have a good green shiny, because you have to meet like the requirements of a good color green that is distinguishable from the current color green you're using, and that's hard to make happen. Because the problem is a lot of green colors are either like, they look like radioactive and toxic kind of, which can be a cool look. People have talked about in the stream already about really liking that kind of color, and that's fine. So like, that's where there are definitely some green shinies that are cool. But then there are ones that just, they look like, you know, what you think, they make you think of like sewage or like, you know, just sick. They like really remind you of being sick. Like that's a problem with green, is that it's like a sick color in a lot of cases. What's the odds then? That explains everything. Yeah, so the odds in Sun and Moon then would be 1 in 4,096 if it doesn't have Charm. I like Swellow's green. It does look good. Swellow's does look good. Some go-to greens are Emerald or Forest Green. Yeah, the kind of like deeper, not necessarily like bright, but not like fluorescent. Your friend and I are at this place, and there's a cake wheel, so basically you choose a number, they spin a wheel, and if it lands on your number, you get a cake, and you just got a cake. Awesome, Cinder. Congratulations. My least favorite shiny. I don't have like a specific least favorite. The kind of group of shinies that are not the greatest to me are the ones that don't change. Which makes it really kind of just, not ironic, but coincidental that Regice is taking so much of my time. Green shiny equals glow in the dark. Like, if it looks like it can glow in the dark, I'm probably not a fan. Another very underrated shiny is Coughing and Wheezing. Those do look okay. Those ones can get away as well. The same as like something like Grimer or Muck could get away with it. Is like, you could make one of those really, really like sewage disgusting green, and people would be like, yeah, that fits. Like, there are a few Pokemon that can get away with it and end up looking okay with it. It's just, if you take, like, if you were to take, like, some random dog or bird Pokemon and give it, like, really weird, like, brownish green coloring, you're like, but why? But how did it end up like this? Like, how does this happen? The dark did it too much in Gen 6. For shiny Espeon. It was really good in older gens, but it used to be a light green. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a nice open meadow green. See, like, a lot of people say, like, yeah, Gen 6 ruined stuff. It's just, because sprites versus models are just different. Like, it does stink, because, yeah, it ends up, like, ruining it. It's not like they intentionally did it, though. It's just, sometimes it doesn't work as well. Shiny Dragonite was a disappointment for you. I wish that just Dragonite overall doesn't really fit in that line, as cool as it is. Like, there's something about it doesn't seem to really fit. Like, it's suddenly like, here's your, like, you got Dratini and Dragonair influenced by, like, Eastern culture and Eastern dragons. Then you have Dragonite, which is, like, kind of a mix, but mostly, like, I feel like a Western interpretation of dragons. And both could be fine on their own. It's just, it really feels weird, like, having, like, Dratini go to Dragonair and then morphing into Dragonite. Like, one looks like it's kind of growing into the next, and then really feels like there should be like a cocoon type evolution there for some reason, just because of how drastic the difference is. And it translates to the shinies as well, where I didn't mean to. No, chair, don't get hurt too bad. Why is hot chocolate so good? It just warms you up. It just warms you up. It's so good. Any color of shiny can work, but you have to use it well. That is really good. That's true. Like, there's probably a way to make any color work on some kind of shiny. Like, maybe not any color on any shiny type of deal, but there's a way to make a color work somehow for something. It's just, you gotta find the right one with the right theme and everything. You have a shiny Love-Disc on Pokemon Go? Nice! Nice. I have a Love-Disc in Sun. That was actually a pretty difficult hunt, I feel. I want to say it was, at least. I don't remember too well if it, like, actually ended up being a pain in the butt or not, though. Shiny Dragonite could have had a shiny that looks like Dragonair's colors. Yeah, it could have. That would have helped. One thing is, though, I actually think Dragonite could get away with having the colors it has and looking okay if Charizard hadn't changed. Then both of them would look kind of but it would be like two dragon inspired Pokemon with like inverted shiny colors, and that like look really cool as like a theme with the two. But it doesn't, but they changed Charizard because they knew the colors were bad, and then they didn't change Dragonite even though it had the exact same colors, just reversed. What does shiny Lotad look like? I think it has like red on its like body, and then like a deep cyan, like a darker blue cyan type of color for the lily pad. And also, guys, I think we're gonna do 2 more encounters on Regice for the night. I just realized how close we were to the end. This stream has flown by. It's been so fun today. So yeah, we'll get to 1690 on Ralts probably, and we'll get through this next encounter 9040 on Regice. Shiny Lotad is nice. It really is. I would not mind getting one of those. Honestly, I'd be fine with any Pokemon on this route aside from Poochyena. I would love to get Ralts, obviously. Like, that's what we're truly going for, but... You know. You're too lazy to do the deck, so you're gonna do full odds for the interaction encounter. That's fair. That is fair. Yo, Frisk. You better say it. I even brought it up, man. I remember. I will say it. I will say it. How have you been doing, though? Glad you can be here, because we're on the last encounter of the night, guys. Let's encounter here. Let's encounter here. So let's see. Wurmple wasn't shiny. Also didn't need to do that. Doesn't look like Regice is shiny either, so we have to save it for another day, Frisk. We gotta save it. We will say it, though. We will say it, especially with how long this hunt's gone on. My favorite color is green, so you like green shiny Pokemon, but some don't work in your opinion. That's fair. Yeah, definitely. Please be. Yep, unfortunately it wasn't, so thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream. It has been a fantastic, super fun stream. Thank you to Lady Bubblegum and Puffin. Lady Bubblegum for the new membership, and Puffin for that super chat donation. I will see you guys all again. This is another stream. Rip Frisk. I hope you're able to be here for like a full stream soon, man. It's always good talking to you as well. But yeah, I'll be back on again tomorrow. We'll be hunting Manaphy tomorrow, so it'll be a bit of a break from Regice and Ralts. And I will see you all again next time.